back to my channel. Today I have a monthly May message for all of the Leos out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Leo out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. So without further ado, Leo, let's go ahead and dive right into your monthly message. So Leo, we are starting out with Time for a Nap, Green Man Synergy, and Inner Temple. This is about devotion. Okay, so right off the bat here, Leo, we are starting out with Time for a Nap. So Time for a Nap is really about taking a pause. And I feel that you're probably being put into a pause. Maybe the last few months you might have felt like things have sort of slowed down for you. And that can ultimately be very frustrating because you are a fire sign and you're wanting things to move very quickly for you. So Green Man Synergy is one of those messages where it speaks about, understanding that there is a certain flow to life, and that flow and how things flow into your life and out of your life ultimately guide you. It's about recognizing that, when things just seem to sort of fall into place as you move about your business, it's recognizing that there is a flow. There is a flow to each and everything, just as there are seasons, right? So it's about understanding that you are in a mutually cooperative interaction with spirit. And it's about being aligned with the will of spirit. So it's not about, trying to force things to happen or to, sort of wield things to happen. It's really about aligning yourself with how things happen. So it's about being willing to allow things to flow naturally in and out of your life. And it's about recognizing that the more that you do that, you find more balance, okay? I feel that ultimately what Spirit is saying for you this month, Leo, it's really about tuning in, recognizing how you are devoting your time. The Inner Temple is really about devotion to oneself, and it's about tuning in to your heart, which is how you align with your higher guidance, with your intuition. So I feel that with this message here, when you see that, that there is a flow to how things sort of progress in your life, it's ultimately about you recognizing that when that flow hits, you go with the flow, right? Instead of trying to resist the flow or stop the flow, you just sort of go with the flow, right? And again, Green Man is all about, it's nature, right? There is an order to nature. There's an order to everything. And so you can't just make things happen or force things to happen. You have to allow them to take, place or to occur naturally, organically, okay? So we have the Knight of Wands here with the Magician card for you, Leo. And this is really about the Knight of Wands. I look at as a very inconsistent energy. It's often an in and out energy, but it's only in and out because it's based on how much energy you're putting into something, right? And I feel that it's important for you to recognize that when you're trying to manifest something in your life or something happens and it disrupts the flow, right? How you focus on that determines the outcome of how things continue to flow. Again, resistance or allowing it to flow, right? So it's really important that you understand where your energy is going, okay? And understand that, the more the passionate that you are towards something, whether these ideas, inspirations, or certain things that you're wanting to take action upon this month, understand that there is a flow to it, right? So it's all about trusting the process, trusting the flow, trusting that your team has your back and that they're willing to, that they're supporting you and that they're, pushing you on and helping you move forward. But again, not forcing it to happen when it shouldn't happen. It's about learning to communicate with your team, communicate with yourself, right? Your higher self, and really be in tune so that you can make better choices. I feel that ultimately this month, Leo, I think your spirit team is really wanting you to pay attention to the messages that you're receiving. I feel like you're getting messages and you're getting guidance from your team, but I feel that you've got so much other things going on because I feel like you're trying to control the situation instead of allowing the situation to take form naturally, that you often get very clouded and there's not a lot of clarity. But again, I feel it's because you're so emotionally invested in wanting things to go your way that you're not listening to what your guides are telling you. They're telling you there is a process to this, and you have to sort of work with the process. You can't just jump from box A to box D without going through B and C. So understand there is a process, and I feel that your team is really wanting you to pay attention. They're wanting you to focus. Pay attention to your energy. Does your energy wane, and does it, is it too much or is it too little? And really think about things. Really listen to your inner guidance and your inner heart when you're making a choice. It's about conscious choices. Conscious choices is about listening to your guidance, listening to your intuition, and trusting what comes up. And I feel that once you do that, you'll be able to plan a little bit better on taking action towards the things that you're ultimately wanting to manifest and create. And then that's how, certain other people come into your life so that you can, work with them and build something and have it continue to grow and build more and more and more. The Three of Pentacles is about working towards a common goal and having a community to work with. And I feel that ultimately here, Leo, that's what this is all about. This is about you building towards something that will be in a constant state of flow, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And that will eventually, continue on that cycle. But again, it's about you focusing your intent, your intention, and your energy. Okay. I feel that that is ultimately important for you here. I feel that whatever it is that you're wanting to focus on or that you're wanting to bring about is something that I feel here, Leo, I apologize, is that I feel that sometimes you can really, how do I say this? The Seven of Wands here really speaks about standing in your power. And I feel that a lot of times when your energy is inconsistent, when you're not really focusing with a pure intention of what you're trying to create or what you're trying to bring about, then it might feel like everything is caving in on you. But it's important that you recognize that, not everything is going to go the way that you want it to go. And again, it's about the flow. It's about the process. Okay. I feel that you need to not give up on yourself, because I feel that when that flow gets disrupted, you tend to sort of push against it, trying to force it to happen. And that just creates so much more havoc than is necessary. If anything, it disrupts the domino effect. Okay. Because kind of what I'm seeing is sort of like, when you set up this whole line of dominoes and you just want it to go all in order. But if you start in the middle, then everything from the beginning up until the middle is affected. Right? It's not going to go in sync. It's not going to be in order the way that it should be. And so I feel that's what you're needing to really understand here. You're needing to understand the flow and the process of how things operate, how things flow, and you're needing to come to terms with that, and you're needing to work with that. I do want to point out here that you're not really going to be losing anything. If anything, you understanding the flow and the process of how something works and how you respond to it, you're going to start reaping the rewards. You're going to start seeing that when you allow things to flow naturally and organically, everything starts to blossom. And soon enough, you're going to have so much blossom that you're going to be overflowing with all of this abundance that is coming your way. So again, it's about not forcing it to happen. So we have the Tower card here. Now, the Tower card really represents destruction or enlightenment. Again, it's about how you perceive it. If you're perceiving the disruption of flow as something that is destructive and you try to force something to happen, if you try to force, the tower and prevent the tower from falling or crumbling because you don't want to start over, then what are you learning? If anything, you're preventing something that could be beautiful and magnificent at the end. How do you know that it falling apart or it crumbling isn't for your benefit? You're only seeing it in that small blink of an eye, in that small brief moment. And so again, it's about understanding the process of things and being willing to put in the work. I feel this is about you learning to master your own ability. Master your own ability to be strong in a way that you've never been strong before here, Leo. So understand that I know that you probably don't like to be in a pause. You don't like the disruption of flow, but understand that any disruption, when that disruption comes up here for you, Leo, it's really helping you understand yourself a little bit better, right? It's bringing up emotions. It's bringing up things that you are ultimately needing to resolve within yourself, right? Because anytime we face resistance and we get uncomfortable with that resistance, that's an area that we need to address. It's an area that we need to heal. It's an area that we need to focus upon and allow ourselves to heal from that. So Leo, this is your message. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.